And good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. A little bit of a longer video today as we have quite a few things to talk about. But we're going to look at today's forecast first, as usual, with temperatures in the 90s. Heat advisories are in effect for most of northeastern Pennsylvania today, as temperatures rise into the 90s, with heat indices near 100 in a lot of spots. And they will be in the low 100s, especially in southeastern PA this afternoon. There is a very, very small chance of an isolated shower or storm, especially across central PA and the Laurel Highlands. But I really think, after reviewing today's guidance, I think everyone stays dry today with mostly sunny skies. However, we're looking at our COD, RAP, and radar analysis this morning, and just to point out something cool, we saw some ridge riders this morning. Basically, what these systems do is they just ride right over the ridge, and you can kind of see some of that activity, especially some of that cause lines of damaging winds from an MCS in the Dakotas yesterday. You could see that kind of just fizzling around. And these are ridge riders, and they're not expected to impact us, at least for today. But again, here we are back at the GFS 500 millibar height anomalies. I discussed this yesterday. As that ridge begins to decouple tomorrow, it allows a cold front from Canada to sneak in, associated with the surface cold front with the surface low up here in Canada, as you can see by these purple colors up here. So we're watching that cold front as that moves in tomorrow, which could spark a strong storm or two. Basically, marginal risk is we are in marginal risk for severe thunderstorms tomorrow. The marginal risk has been expanded to cover all of northeastern PA mostly, and a good chunk of central PA and into southeastern PA. Again, I think this threat is going to stay isolated in Pennsylvania. 3 to 9 p.m. tomorrow is the best time frame to see a storm. Any of these strong storms that may form will contain some gusty winds up to 50 miles per hour. But the highest corridor of severe potential I have here outlined in orange. I think this is associated more with surface low. And when you have a surface low, that means you have greater height falls, as I showed with those 500 millibar height anomalies, and you have greater ascent for these storms associated with the cold front. So since we're a little bit farther away from any kind of surface low, our ascent's a little more limited, and plus our mid-level lapse rates are also kind of weak, which should only create an isolated chance of a strong storm across PA tomorrow. And here's the Rufus model radar guess for tomorrow. As you see, again, isolated storms associated with the cold front. Again, gusty winds is going to be the main threat, up to 50 miles per hour. And you can see how that convection's a little bit more scattered up here into southern New England. Now, Thursday's forecast gets a little trickier. I understand this is a longer video today, so please bear with me. We're going to be watching this kind of front. It's kind of going to stall over the I-95 corridor, according to what the Weather Prediction Center thinks. And what's going to happen is this is going to spark, with a surface low over that cold front, more ascent, more convection, and it's kind of going to lead to like a surface low pressure system that kind of rides up the coast, and it's going to create some coastal, or I should say some flash flooding concerns for portions of the region Thursday into Friday morning. Right now, the Weather Prediction Center, looking at the Day 3 excessive rainfall outlook, has a marginal risk for most of any PA in the central PA, while southeastern PA and also some portions of southern northeastern PA are in that slight risk, which is that 2 out of 4 risk I have highlighted here. The thing is, there's a little bit of uncertainty still in this forecast. What I actually do believe, I think the Weather Prediction Center has this pretty nailed. What they mention is the surface low with those height falls, again, along with this front that's kind of situated over this I-95 corridor, will provide greater ascent for more convection and heavier rainfall rates. Although I do believe we do see some rain up here in NEPA, it just won't be as much as down on the I-95 corridor. And look at that, the 3-day rainfall totals. This is ending Friday at 8 a.m. Over an inch of rain is expected in portions of NEPA. You can see that kind of axis of heavier rainfall, which I believe is going to be right in this region here, which will include Allentown, Philadelphia, Reading, York, and possibly Lancaster as well. So we'll keep an eye on this to see if anything changes. Again, there is a small chance of flash flooding, especially on Thursday in NEPA, greater chance near the I-95 corridor. So again, we're just going to be watching that as the system unfolds. And that's all I have for you all today. I hope you all have a wonderful Tuesday. I will keep you guys updated. I'm meteorologist Mike Javer.